Hello, so I'm Camilla from Wrapt Homes, and I want to talk to you about why ventilation is so important for our health and our comfort, as well as for our homes themselves. We create a lot of moisture just from living, from cooking, from showering and washing, from drying our clothes, and from breathing. And in a day, a family can produce litres of water, and the air can only hold so much of that water. And what happens to it when it's full of water? Well, it starts to condense on cold surfaces, so that might be the windows, sometimes it's walls that are cold, and it condenses there, and that's where we get damp and mould. And that makes us unhealthy, as we know. Damp and mould's not healthy, but actually having wet surfaces isn't healthy either, and wet air. All these things make us feel cold and make us more prone to getting ill. So we want to try and keep our houses drier. So how do we do that? What tools have we got to keep our houses drier? Well, first thing is we've got fans. Usually we have a fan in our kitchen and our bathroom. That's great. It's an extract fan, it takes air out, and that's where we create the most moisture. We may have a cooker hood extract, that's good. When we're cooking away and it comes on, or we put it on, that gets rid of a lot of that moisture. But we also need to change the air in the rest of the house, in our bedrooms and our living rooms. How do we get that air out and changed? We're breathing in those rooms, and we may be drying washing in those rooms. We may have washing on the radiators. We're creating a lot of moisture in there too. What we normally do is we have these little trickle vents in our windows, at the top of the windows, and they're helpful because we want that air to flow through the house from those rooms to our kitchens and bathrooms and out, and new air to come in. That change of air in the house is really important. But what else can we do to change the air in our house? Well, one thing we can do is that every morning we can open our windows as wide as we can for 5 minutes. And remarkably, that really changes the air in the whole house without making us cold. So that is a great way of giving us fresh air. So if we can do that in the morning, it does half the job. So changing the air in the morning and then having our fans, working fans, for the rest of the day when we create the most moisture is a great way of managing the moisture. At night, in our bedroom, if we can open the window and put an extra cover on the bed so that we're not cold, that's another good thing to do, because in our bedrooms, lying in bed at night, we're breathing lots of moisture out. It's probably just building up in there, not very healthy and quite damp. So opening the window at night is a great way of keeping the fresh air in the bedroom and keeping us healthy. So if we can manage the moisture in our rooms so that we have less damp air, we're going to have less mould and less damp. And we're also, as we said, going to feel warmer because we're not going to be cold from the dampness. Dampness is really cold. So we need to get rid of that dampness out through the fans and through the windows. So going back over what I've said today, what I want you to remember is that ventilation is very important for health. We need fresh air in our houses, and we need to make it fresh. It won't be fresh unless we use our fans and our windows, and that won't make us cold. It'll make us more comfortable and healthy and warmer. So fans, opening the windows with a quick breeze blast in the morning, and opening your window at night in your bedroom if you can, all go to make you healthier and more comfortable in your house. Thank you for listening, and do share this with friends and family, because we all want to be healthy, and knowing how to keep healthy in our houses is really important.